Hello, everyone. So, I hope all of you are doing great. Today, we are making this video, this session, this podcast after a break of 2 weeks. I was a bit occupied with work and travel, and in the last few days, or I should say last week, there was an important announcement, probably one of the most important announcement from Atlassian ever, I guess. Atlassian has now officially announced that they are going to decommission or shut down, get rid of Jira data center. We have around 3 years. We will talk about it separately in a different video. But in this session, in this video, let us just focus on the usual Atlassian updates, uh, especially from the last couple of weeks. So the first update I have for you is about Trello. Now we all know that Atlassian has been doing a lot of stuff on Trello in the last few months. There is always I've seen there is always some update related to Trello, which is good. Trello is a decent tool, and it is actually very popular. A lot of companies use Trello, especially non-technical people or let us say marketing team, legal team. They want to use a tool which is simple. And Trello is, of course, one such tool which is actually very simple to use. Now, I believe Atlassian is trying to add more features to Trello. In this post from Alexandros, I believe he's the product manager of Trello. He is asking for your feedback where the idea is to add some bulk actions and maybe add AI time blocking. I don't know much about how these features will work, but I believe there is a way to provide your feedback. You can sign up using this link, and you can then talk to Alexandros. Especially if you're using Trello, I think it is good, and I think this is what product managers try to do. It is their job. They want to get feedback from users. So in case you're using Trello in your organization for your team, I think this is a wonderful opportunity to get in touch with the product manager. So I thought I'll probably share this. It is in a way an update, but I think it is always good to know that Atlassian is not ignoring this tool called Trello, which they acquired a few years back. The next update is again a bit similar to providing feedback. Now, if you are thinking of using Rovo agent, maybe you are already using Rovo agent, or maybe you're doing some automation with Jira or the other Atlassian tools, then you can actually give your feedback. Maybe you have some ideas, maybe you want to share your use cases, maybe you want to maybe just showcase whatever you have built. So I think this another post from Nikhil, who I believe is a senior product manager. I think you can talk to him, you can book time on his calendar, and then just share whatever you have built or whatever you want to build, whatever you have any feedback. Like, I'm sure you have any feedback. You must have some feedback, right? We use in our company Forge. We have been exploring the capabilities of Forge. We have actually built whatever, like, if not each and everything, but we have tried most of the capabilities or modules that are there in Forge, especially because we want to support our clients. So we look at Forge as a way to automate, fill in gaps. It is like doing things on Jira Data Center using a script runner, which is of course no longer. It will not be there anymore, unfortunately. I'm a bit sad, but when it comes to the future, we all know Forge is the future. Forge is the recommended way, right? And if you have been using it, or if you want to use it, if you have done something, I think talk to this person, the senior product manager. I believe this will be interesting. I will try. Maybe I mean, usually I am always busy with work, but in case someone in your team has time, I think you should encourage them to participate in this feedback session, I guess. The next update is about team profile page. Now, if you create a team, and if you have been trying to figure out how teams can be used, when I initially started using or tried using Teams, it was not, I found it not really useful. It was just some name with a group of people under it, but it was not really being used anywhere. But I believe that has changed and that is changing. So team feature in Jira, I think team itself is an interesting concept. We always had this concept of roles and then groups. And even right now, when you talk about roles, in a way, you are building your own team within a project, right? Now, the concept of project, I know, will change because projects will be called as spaces. And then we have this new concept or this changing concept of team, the way teams will or should work. I think all of this will come together. You will be able to use this team feature where you can create a team of various people or maybe groups, and then you can use these teams hopefully somewhere effectively. Now the thing is, when you have a team feature, you can also create some links, help links, like some links to your documentation. I think that is all changing. So the help link section, I believe, will go away, and it will basically be under the team links section. And I logged into my team, like one of my team, and I see this team links, which is fine. I think it is just one place where you can manage your teams and links. So I thought I'll probably share this. It may seem like a small update, but you never really know how these things can be used or will be used in your usage of Jira. The other change that I wanted to talk about is about the pipelines. Now, this change is about the removal of promote action from the deployment dashboard. So this, I believe, will be removed from your deployment dashboard, but it will still be there when you go to your specific pipeline. So I believe the idea here is to make this a bit more, this deployment or this promote action feature a bit more granular. So again, just a small update when it comes to Bitbucket pipelines. And talking about the upcoming event, I normally try to cover events in the UK, Europe, and also in India, especially the Delhi NCR region. So this update is about this in-person event, which is happening in Delhi, Gurugram. I believe this. Okay, so what is the venue? Let me take a look at the venue. So the venue is somewhere in Gurugram. So I've never been there, but I did attend. Oh, so this is Nagaro's office, I guess. I've never been to their office. And I was in India. I was in Delhi last month, and I met Abhishek. No, I think I've met. Yeah, I remember meeting Abhishek. Not this time, but in the past. And of course, we all know Sajid. So this event is about product management from idea to impact. So I think you should attend. You never really know things that you might learn or end up learning, or you will get some ideas, and of course you will meet people. And best thing about the events in Delhi NCR region is that you have good food, always good food. So that is also another motivation to attend. So I thought I'll probably share this. So it is happening on 27th, which is, I believe, Saturday. I believe it should be Saturday, like 2 weeks from now. All right. So the next update is about this video which I made, and then we also wrote a blog post. So we try to, whenever we make a video, we also try to write a blog about it, because some people just prefer reading posts. So we made this video where we talked about Forge development and learning Node.js, because Node.js is the main thing that you need to learn, like the main technology. If you are trying to start your career, I think now we know that there is no Jira data, there will be no Jira data center. So I don't really think there is any point in learning Groovy scripting or scriptner for Jira. I know we have scriptner for Jira on Jira Cloud, but it is not the same. It is just using REST API. So I think it is just better to use Forge. And if you're using Forge, then you need to use Node.js. So the technology is, of course, Node.js and React. I'm saying React because when you build something with Forge, usually you need to you will end up creating your own UI. And if you know React, then it is always great, because you can make modern web applications using really nice applications using React. Just to give you some simple examples, maybe you want to create a pop-up to do something, or maybe you want to create a table of issues, maybe you want to create some kind of table with hierarchy of initiatives or epics or stories and subtasks. So all of these things are actually possible and very easy to do when you know something like React. So Node.js definitely, and then of course React. So basically, if you want to get into Forge app development, so start learning Node.js, maybe do some online courses, maybe build something, maybe get your hands dirty, and that is how you're going to automate or work on automations or create automations in future. Of course, using Forge, you can build apps. You basically end up building an app, but you don't really have to always publish your apps. You can always build your apps that you may want to just keep private for your client or maybe for your organization. So in this post, we just elaborated a bit more on these things. All right, the next update is basically the video of the week. Recently, I made this video when I was in Delhi. I was in this park. This park is actually the same park where I used to play when I used to go when I was a kid. So I made this video, just a simple video where I talked about, is it really worth upgrading to Jira Premium? Now, of course, we have Jira Standard, then we have, of course, Jira Premium. Jira Premium has some advantages, but the short answer is that if you are like a decent sized company, like maybe more than 500 people, and you're growing, then I think it makes sense to use Jira Premium, because not only you will get the usual benefits of extra space and everything, but Jira Premium comes with advanced roadmaps, and you can create sandboxes. Usually you will have like most of the features on Jira Premium. But of course, if you just want to use Jira, the basic features of Jira, or I should say the normal standard features of Jira, then even standard will work. But especially for big companies, or I should say even for medium-sized companies who are actually growing, I think Jira Premium will make sense. So in this video, I just elaborated a bit more on this. So that is it for this week's update. I will try to make these update videos a bit more concise. I'll try to keep these videos within 15 minutes or less than 20 minutes. So you have, like maybe when you are having a tea, your morning tea or afternoon tea, you can actually just listen to this podcast or watch this video and get some updates. But all of these updates can also be found on my website, ravisagar.in. So if you go to ravisagar.in, you will find, of course, these update videos and, of course, the links and everything. So whatever I'm talking about right now in this session, don't worry about the links. I will share the links. Everything is here. And if you, of course, want to get these posts by email, then we have a newsletter. So just go to ravisagar.in and /newsletter. So you can subscribe to my newsletter, and you will get these updates by email. We don't really spam people. We usually send maybe usually one email per week. And it is, of course, very convenient. You just get the updates by email and you can read it. So I'm trying to share different ways by which you can consume these Atlassian updates. And I think especially in 2025, it is, I think, very important to stay in touch and always be up to date with whatever new is happening in the Atlassian ecosystem. All right, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this session, in this video, in this podcast. I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this session and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.